Oh my goodness. I think I'm live, everyone. Hey, everyone. So, hello. I'm so excited. I'm using a new program called StreamYard, and it is amazing. It helps you go live on like multiple platforms at one time. So, if you see me looking around, it's because I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm going to be. And, my good old faithfuls, I'm on my phone on Instagram. So, hello, everyone. Hi, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm really excited to be coming live today because a few short days ago, I had the honor and privilege of turning 36 years old. Woohoo! Now, in case you haven't noticed, I have been posting all kinds of videos about it. I'm so excited to be 36 because, and also I just love my birthday. Birthdays are just fun and enjoyable. Any excuse to party and have a good time, I am here for and I am for. Okay, so I got the chance to party and to enjoy my birthday and to celebrate my friend's baby shower all in the same couple of days. It was just so amazing and wonderful. And thank you to everyone who shouted me out on my birthday. I was so honored and overwhelmed and I love it. I love hearing from folks. It just makes me feel really loved. And so I'm really riding high on that birthday love. So thank you so much if you shouted me out. And thank you again so much for all the love. And if you don't know who I am, if this is your first time watching this, I am your transformation health coach, Ayana. And what that means is that I help you transform your relationship to food, to exercise, but most importantly, to yourself. All right. Because that's where all the change happens, right? Change happens once we change how we approach ourselves and how we treat ourselves. And this month, for my birthday month, one of the things I'm treating myself to, in addition to all the free stuff you get when it's your birthday, join a bunch of lists. And you'll see what I'm talking about: free Jamba Juice smoothies, free ice cream at Baskin Robbins, free, what else is there? Oh, free pancakes at IHOP. Okay, that's a list I've been on since high school. So if you want to know more about how to get hooked up for your birthday, let me know. I'm the queen of the free and the deal. But what I'm really excited about also too is I'm treating myself this month to the 30 Days to Healthy Living. And this is an affordable program I do with a lot of my different clients. And what's really great about it is it helps all of us just get back to basics when it comes to healthy eating. It's a nice reset. It's not a diet. So it's a really good opportunity, an affordable opportunity where you get to just focus on eating good, clean, healthy foods and feeling better in the process, feeling more energized and amazing. And it helps you, after the 30 days, what happens is that you transition out of this with great, amazing, healthy recipes and things that you can use going forward. It's not a weight loss program specifically, it's a healthy from the inside out weight program. And a lot of people end up with a good amount of weight loss because it's just clean eating, and clean eating is always good. And I just love it. So if you're curious about that, or if you're curious about, any of the products that we use in that, let me know, because it's a wonderful holistic program. You also get coaching and a community. And right now in June, we've been doing it. So, I took a little break for my birthday cake, but yes. So you can join us as well. And we'll also be doing another round end of June. So you definitely want to get in on that. Okay. So it's super affordable. Let me know if you're interested, and I'd be happy to tell you more about that. All right. Oh, this is actually a big giant bag of protein. So I just tried the coffee flavor bag of protein this month. And actually, I'm not a person who likes the taste of coffee, but this is delicious. So, if you're curious about any of these things, let me know. So with that said, this week I wanted to talk about different tools that I use for my own self-care that I would also recommend to you guys. Last week, in case you missed it, I went live and I talked about why self-care is revolutionary. Now, during my birthday, I love to just kind of slow down a little bit. It's all about getting our self-care on and in. And sometimes, we focus so much on our physical health, we forget about our mental health, or, we feel like we can only handle one thing at a time. But self-care, I'm here to remind you all, is not optional. It is necessary for our best functioning and for our life. Okay. So if you want to have a good quality of life, we all deserve that, right? You can just start by giving yourself self-care every day, right? Just making that a part of your practice. And if I'm someone who has a full-time job, teaching job, a business, and kids, and I can find time for myself, we all can. Okay. But, it takes time. It takes, really learning how to say no in an empowered way. It takes a lot of work. So if you struggle with that, hit me up for a free session. I'd love to support you because I've gotten really good at it. I've gotten really good at supporting other people with an empowered no when it comes to getting back your time. All right. So, with that said, let's move on. So, in talking about things that I do to get my self care on, so that's the first thing. The first thing that I do is I really make sure that my time is mine as much as possible. Now, there are going to be busy stretches in life that we can't always control, right? Like if you're taking care of a family member or a friend. When I was my mom's caregiver and I was pregnant and in grad school, there were like 3 different time intensive, energy sucking, temporary things that were taking up my attention. My mom being a caregiver for her was, and not having any support was only a challenge until I was able to really just force support to come. I did a lot to find help and support for that. Grad school was a temporary situation. My pregnancy was a temporary situation, which led to a beautiful and also tiring baby. And so it's all of these different things. So just figuring out what things are temporary. And if you've kind of found yourself in a permanent or in any type of situation where you feel like it's permanent or you feel stuck, I'm here to remind you that you're not. Okay. So you have more time and control over your time and your schedule than you think you do, which is why I go through my day and I time block. So what that means is I think of the biggest priorities that I have in my life. And this, and what I do is I go through and I actually plan out my days in 2 to 3 hour chunks. And every 2 to 3 hour chunk has a theme. Okay. So before the kids wake up, it's like working on the business. And then when they wake up, it's just kid time and we're just hanging out and doing all of these different things. And then also so this is a summer one, during the fall, I'm a teacher, so I have summers off. Now during the fall, if you actually, I did a time blocking video during the spring semester. So if you have, if you are working, if you have a schedule that's really tight, you can check that out so I can show you, because I actually show you how I broke down my schedule with a full-time job, a business, family, and all those other responsibilities. Okay, so it is possible. And then what I do is I go through and I just kind of, section out the day into certain chunks. So it's that when that chunk happens, it gets my full and undivided attention. All right. And I love this because then, I'm able to really focus on my values. So instead of me feeling guilty about not spending enough time with the kids, I can feel like, hey, this time is work time. And then when I have the kids together, we're just going to do kid stuff. So they feel like the time we have is good quality time. Another thing that I use, and also time blocking is great, and blocking out your days and your weeks, kind of, like more or less how you want it to go, is really excellent because not only is it good for your mental health and feeling more balanced, but it also helps you figure out where you might be giving too much of your time or those places where that might be sucking up too much of your energy. All right. So that's what I love about it. So, so that way, if you're like, oh man, I'm giving I need 3 hours a day for this, but I really don't have time for all these things. You can start to make decisions of where to say no or where to say maybe just not right now. The other thing I love is I use my journals. Okay. I love my journaling, and you can use these prompts. These are prompts that if you click on the link in the description of this video, or if you're on Instagram, if you go the link in my bio, you can have access to these journals. These journals are called the self-compassion journals, and they help you work on forgiving yourself, really celebrating all of your wins and your gratitudes. And these are so important because we make miracles happen all the time, but we don't always celebrate ourselves for them. We're not always giving ourselves the props that we really deserve. And so this journal really helps you to focus. And I like to do it each day when I'm on a good week, right? But, usually at least once a week now. And part of the, for people who really struggle with self-compassion, who really beat themselves up, I recommend doing it once a day for 21 days, because they really help you learn how to have self-compassion for yourself so you can keep moving. And the reason why self-compassion is so important is because we make mistakes all the time. We screw up constantly, right? We're not perfect. So it's important to have a way to forgive yourself so that you can keep moving forward and going. And, for my health coaching people, for the people who are trying to lose weight or really just get healthier, this is a big deal because so many of us have so much shame and guilt about our eating and the way that we used to be before and the weight that we have on us or may have on us right now, that we just beat ourselves to death. And we totally demotivate ourselves and sabotage any effort to make progress. So these self-compassion journals are so powerful and amazing. Again, you can get them for free if you click on the link in the description or in my bio. And then the other thing that I love to use is, therapy or coaching. So really reaching out to someone, and also having a community group. So any type of group where you are, I think friend groups, community groups, like AA, there's a lot of different like recovery groups available that are also free and wonderful. Coaching and therapy is also really valuable too. And what I love about the community groups is, again, you have people there who have your back, who are also trying to go for the same things as you all. And, I have a group coaching program where we do exactly that, right? Where everyone is in it together. And same thing with that 30 days to healthy living. And I just find that like that community goes a long, long way. So I tell people all the time, my running group, my running and walking group, I would not be a runner today if I didn't have that. Like I would have given up on that years ago. But so I love it because, again, they keep you accountable. You build friendships there. You want to see people. And so it makes you more willing to take action. And then with therapy and coaching, again, I love this because what's powerful about therapy and coaching is that you're dealing with people who are trained to spot self-destructive habits. And for me, this was a huge deal because I have always had, or for most of my life, or when I was a kid, probably like really little kid, probably not. But for a lot of my life, I've dealt with negative self-talk and just like self-destructive things I was saying to myself. And I didn't realize how I was compounding my stress and my pain. And so by going to see a therapist, they were able to say, aha, when you say that, it's indicating that you really are not forgiving of yourself. You're not being kind enough to yourself. You're not showing yourself enough self-love and compassion. You deserve self-care. You deserve this. And I started to really work through a lot of those issues. And that was one of the biggest shifts that I made in my whole life. And it's made me a much more, like way more, able to bounce back from certain issues and things that are going on. And same thing. So if you know that you're really struggling with identifying these things and you just feel like you keep sabotaging your efforts, get support outside of yourself. Okay. Experts can help you really identify what patterns we're doing that are getting in our own way. Okay. And also too, how to work through traumatic situations that could be overwhelming on our own. Okay. That are overwhelming on our own and were overwhelming for me too. And then the other thing that I love is just really making time for myself every day. So like 20, starting out with like 20 minutes. Take some fruit. Here comes the baby. I'm giving her some fruit. There you go. It's live here. So 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes to 60 minutes, or even more than that, right? Just starting out small if it's a struggle for you and then working your way up. But we deserve it. Getting mindful, things that I love that I'm also working on and growing on are being more in the present moment. So just allowing yourself, because sometimes when our depression, I forgot who said this. I think it was like the Dalai Lama, one of the Dalai Lamas. Don't quote me on that. But that when they said that, okay, thank you. That when you are depressed, it is coming from being fixated on the past and things that we can't control in the past. When you have anxiety, it's because you're fixated on what's going to happen or what you're nervous will happen in the future. And that is really powerful advice. So meditation, and there are other things that you can do that can help you be mindful and stay more in the present moment, are really going to help you feel more happy and connected to the here and now. Okay. We've actually learned a lot about that being present. And so, meditation is a great way. There's guided free meditations on YouTube. If you struggle with just sitting quietly, there's all types of free apps out there now. I mean, there's so much out there now that can help you meditate, but even just going outside and just, fixating on something, like right now I'm looking at a bush and I can see, well, actually it's a small tree. And I can see that there are leaves blowing gently in that small tree. And, oh, it looks like there's a bird playing on that tree. And I'm just focusing on the couple of leaves that are moving gently in the breeze and just kind of fixating on their color. So what I'm doing there is I'm meditating in another way too. I'm focusing on something in that present moment, and I'm being really just present to my environment. That always helps to calm me down and just to help remind me, okay, just be here. Be here, be in this moment. Now is the moment I have control over. Now is what I have. That's Prism. She says I. So with that said, everyone. Okay, clearly she's my alarm clock. Yes, you can eat your food. So I just want to challenge you guys this week. And for my birthday, give me the gift of your self-care. Okay. And whether that be, working on your eating habits, you can eat that. Go ahead. So whether that be, working on your healthy habits, working on being more present and mindful, working on your self-compassion, what are some things that you might want to try? And if you need some support or help with any of those, you got this. Reach out to me. I'd love, love, love to help you. Not only do I have, access to all of these amazing, good quality health and wellness products, but I also have, the hookup on 30 days to healthy living to really get your food right and your stress relief worked on. Okay? All right, everyone. No, we don't have time. I love you.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, everyone. See ya. Bye, Instagram.
Bye.
Yes, you can come say bye super fast.
Bye.
Bye. No, that's by YouTube and Facebook. Bye.
Bye.